Hey y'all, she was 7. Okay, so I'm back. Excuse my voice. I've been sick. But this video is about don't forget to close the door. Okay, and I know that sounds silly, but it's not meant in the literal sense. Whenever you're working with energies or spirits or communicating with spirits, and you forget to close the door, you let them in. And I made the mistake and forgot to close the door. I know that's a stupid, dumb mistake, but the reason that I forgot to close the door is because I was on my computer, online, doing these readings, communicating with the other side. And when you're online, you get distracted so easy. Somebody gives you an email, somebody messenger you, um, you know, and when you're doing one of those type of readings, if you're not in a, spiritual environment, if you don't have your candles lit in your, you know, your altar table, if you're not in that environment, you're not thinking about it. So I made the mistake of actually doing the reading in my bedroom, which I should have gone upstairs to my reading room to do the readings. But I got distracted and I forgot to close the doors after those readings. And all havoc broke loose. Okay. I'm sorry I don't look my best today, but you know how it is when you've been sick. I got sick. My kids got sick. I got sick. My dog started acting crazy. My husband, his knee started really bothering him really bad. Crazy dreams, tension in the air, just all my energy had been drained. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought like it's almost just like if you had given like a lot of blood. If you've ever given blood, after you give like a pint of blood, you're like so drained and they tell you, oh, you need to go eat and da da da. Well, it was like I had given 3 or 4 pints of blood. I was so drained. I felt like, no energy at all. So I tried to take vitamins. I drank all this different juice. I did cayenne pepper. I tried everything, and my energy would not get up. So my kids got better, which is good. But then I got weaker and weaker. So I remembered why. I forgot to close that door, and my husband is not into this stuff at all. He's like clueless. Okay, he's not even awake. So he started saying, there's something wrong. I just don't feel right. Something's wrong. The dog's acting strange. I'm having crazy dreams. He says, and he doesn't even believe in this kind of stuff. He's like, we need to get these bad spirits out of here as a joke. And that's what made it click. I'm like, that's what it is. And so he thought it was, he said it jokingly, but the reason that he said it like that is because that same night he had a weird dream that he remembered, which he never remembers. And I had a similar dream, which is crazy because it's too similar, that meant the same thing. There was something hidden in the house. Like, I'm not going to tell you the dream because most people don't like to hear other people's dreams because they're long, drawn out, and boring. But both of the dreams, if they were interpreted, would mean that something was hidden that you couldn't see with the eye or you didn't recognize, and that it was upset and it was still hiding. And, you need to be aware that there's something hidden in your home. Okay? That was the interpretation of both of our dreams. That we had the same exact night with the same exact characters. Let's just put that so similar. So, when they all left and went to school to work, I stayed home and I cleansed the entire house with sage, with Florida water spray, with a banishing, you know, I made a herb packet. I did everything. I lit an Archangel Michael candle dressed with herbs and oils, and I did everything I could think of. I meditated. I did everything. I said, you know, I did just like they do on TV with the sage, and went to every corner of the house, because spirits like to live in corners. They get trapped in the angles, that energy. So you got to get in those corners. Anyway, so after I did that, I started to feel 80% better, right? 80%. That's like within a matter of minutes. And I've been improving ever since. Not on any medicine or anything. So, we're still recovering. The dog's still acting crazy, but it's, you know, it's something that you really need to remember when you work with any type of communication. Now, if you're working with spirit, just the spirit, or the Most High, then you don't have to worry about that. But if you're calling on something from the other side, that's when you have to do it. See, I don't work with that. And that was a rookie mistake on a lot of people's parts when they first start working with spirits that are not a permanent fixture in your life. Then, you know, you got to send them on back. And I forgot to do that. Like, ancestors are different. Orisha are different. Like, if you work with any of that, that's different. If you're trying to contact the past deceased loved ones, and you open that door, you have to close it back and send it back. And since I'm not in the regular habit of, you know, doing this thing, it was my mistake. So you just have to be more aware when you work with spirits that are not, you know, your regular spirits, your ancestor spirits, or, you know, the Most High. So, mistake on my part. But you live and you learn, and you can tell other people so they don't make the same mistake. And it only improves you for the better. So, I'm glad that I had to learn that lesson the hard way. It could have been worse. You know, this was easy. You know, some people experience so much worse. You know, if you watch those shows on TV, the hauntings of this and that, you'll see. But this was like, because I figured it out in less than 2 days. That's why. It didn't fester. It didn't linger. And I got rid of it. It's gone. So, everything's improving now. I don't know that I'm going to be offering those readings anymore. I might closer into Halloween, because that's when the veil is thinnest, and it's going to be open anyway. But as for now, I'm not doing it. Not until I'm fully recovered and can get it together and get it right for myself. Like, everyone that I did the readings for, perfect, fine. You know, it came through for them wonderfully, beautifully. But when I bring them through, I have to send them back, and I forgot to do that. Not saying any of those relatives were bad or evil or whatever, but other things sometimes come through as well with those relatives, or sometimes they just don't want to go back yet. They're chilling, and they have to have an energy source, right? And sometimes they feed off people, and especially sensitive people. So you just have to remember to close your doors. Okay, well, that's the end of this video. If y'all work with spirits, if y'all try to contact spirits, if y'all using Ouija boards, if y'all are using pendulums, if y'all use tarot cards to speak with the dead, close the door. Okay, bye.